Hi, I'm Paul Germain, and welcome to another session of Smart Boating. If you watched the show before, you realize that we cover a wide variety of topics, from anchoring to paint, and the general idea is to provide you with some information to help you make smarter decisions and have more fun on the water. Today's show is a little bit off of that main path, and we're up here in Wolfboro, New Hampshire for the 51st Lake Winnipesaukee. It's a 51st annual Lake Winnipesaukee Antique and Classic Boat Show.
Yes, quite the mouthful.
And joining us to talk a little bit about it is Steve, the local chapter president for the New England chapter, ACBS. Steve?
Yep.
Good to see you.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
You had a great day for an event. Can you share a little bit about the event and a little bit about what you do in terms of ACBS?
Sure. So this is our 51st show. We're the second oldest chapter of the ACBS. Started back in 1976, and we do a yearly show on the third week of July every year. Currently, it's happening in Wolfboro, New Hampshire. In the past, we've had it at the Weirs and in Meredith.
Right.
But for the moment, we're here.
Yeah, you got a great day and a great venue. And ACBS, that's all about antique and classic boats, right?
Yeah, antique and classic boats. The mission statement is basically just to further the enjoyment, love, and preservations of these boats.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm going to walk around a little bit today and see some of the boats, and then I'm going to rejoin you later on, okay?
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Enjoy. Plenty of great stuff here.
Thank you. Here's a very interesting boat at the show today. It's a Ditchburn Hacker, 26-foot from 1923.
Yeah, this is a really good replica of an original Gold Cup boat. The original was owned by not Herb Ditchburn, but a fellow in Canada. And it was raced and raced and raced. Rainbow 3 was the name of the original boat.
Yeah.
And then Mark Mason, who's really Mr. Gold Cup,
Yes.
started reproducing some of the more famous ones. So Palm Beach Days is actually one of my favorite designs from that era.
Okay. What kind of power would a boat like this have? It looks like it's got a Mishoko?
Mishko, yeah.
Mishko.
Bob Mishko is an engine builder out of Tennessee.
Yeah.
This boat, the original boat, had a Gold Cup Packard in it.
Yeah.
6-cylinder inline, but hugely powerful.
Yes.
The modern big block Chevrolet-based motor goes about the same speed as that old 6-cylinder.
Oh, yeah, right.
So they were quite the performers.
Tucked right in there, huh?
Yeah, but nice boat. It's a lot of fun to run. Mark creates the dash panels much like the originals. The co-pilot, you can see they get plenty of handles to hang on to.
Right.
And you will feel like you need those handles when you're going 70 miles an hour.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty narrow back here at the stern.
Yeah, it's very skinny, 27 inches wide at the transom. That was contrary to some.
Well, here's a Century Coronado, very popular, early 1980s.
Yeah.
Beautiful boat.
Yeah, these are just great family boats on Lake Winnipesaukee.
Yeah.
They're big enough to handle the chop if something blows up. You know, Winnie can be pretty ferocious in a wind. But the Centuries were all the boat that you needed. Again, they were, big, powerful boats, basically the same hull as their wooden Century models, just built in fiberglass. Big windshields. That was kind of one of Century's, trademarks was the huge windshield that if it was in the rain or spray, you could just duck behind it and you wouldn't be getting wet.
That's nice to have.
Yeah, that's a nice feature.
Very nice to have, and repowered, I guess, with a 2007 PCM.
Yeah. Okay, so repowered, but this again would have had either the largest Chrysler or the largest Ford motor.
Yeah.
So, but lots of horsepower.
Yeah. Lots of seating in there, and again, some styling cues. It looks like a quasi-automotive instrument panel.
Yeah, they were mimicking automobiles as much as they could. But lots of upholstery. White's a difficult color, I think, but keeping it clean. As I look at this is a Cardell. This is not.
Oh, is that right?
This is a Cardell.
Okay,
you see the engines in the back.
Yeah.
But they even fooled us, you know. I mean, the hulls were identical.
Right. Just a little different configuration. Okay, here's a 26-foot Chris Craft.
Yeah.
Workboat 1, they called it.
This is a pretty famous boat on Winnipesaukee. This was George Johnson.
Oh, okay. Right.
George was considered the world's largest unauthorized Chris Craft dealer. But this was George's boat, still on the lake, which is nice, 26-foot Chris Craft. I call these the double up because the deck in the front sweeps up to the windshield. And behind the engine, the deck sweeps up to the third seat as well.
Oh, right, yeah.
So this was, you know, a highly stylized 1930s era Chris Craft.
Okay. Yeah, we got that one in 1929. And powered by a Crusader currently.
Yeah, Crusader. George was big on putting V8s, modern V8s, in the old boats.
Yeah.
That boat might have actually come new with a 830 or 40 cubic inch V8.
Oh boy.
So Chris Craft was not shy about putting horsepower in that boat, even when it was new.
No.
But you can see got the top on it. George never had the top. That's been added.
Okay. And some big major league engine covers there.
Yeah. Well, there's some big motors that were in these boats.
Yeah.
So, and the two-tone decks. I mean, Chris Craft really pioneered that two-tone dark covering board, you know, lighter, regular center.
Yeah. And this rear cockpit, that was a pretty comfortable place to ride in the boat, wasn't it?
It was. And it's got glove boxes. I mean, Chris Craft learned a lot as time went on. It had glove boxes for the third seat and glove boxes for the first.
Now here's a Hackercraft 1993 30-foot.
Yep. This is a replica. The Hackercraft Corporation's been reincorporated.
Yes.
They're on Lake George in New York. And I think at this point they've actually built more Hackercrafts than the originals. So we see these quite often. Again, you know, this era, two-tone, the dark covering boards, in the case of this boat, dark king plank down the center as well. This boat is an extended, what they call the extended cockpit.
Oh, okay.
So a walk-through, and then you have the surround seating there, and then you still have the third cockpit in the back. I mean, typically these are powered by big block marine engines.
Yeah, I think this one here is a 454.
Yeah.
Oh, here's another one.
Yeah, so this is, again, this is another Hacker, but this is their newest style.
Oh, okay.
Hackercraft sold a lot of the old style boats, and then they decided that maybe they'd like to build something that was more like the modern Rivas.
Yes.
And so aft engine, typically running a V drive, puts the seats forward, that very raked bow, which is more like the Riva Italian boats.
Looks very similar to the Riva.
Yeah, and you have the raked transom with basically the same angle as the bow. And they've sold a lot of these. They've been very popular.
Yeah, I believe it. It's a pretty boat.
Yeah.
Very pretty.
Yeah. I have a customer that owns one of these, and he's very happy with it. You know, nice performing boat.
Yeah, and this was built in the late 1990s, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Got a 454 in it.
But wraparound windshield, again, like Riva.
Right.
You know, they really were going after the potential Riva customer.
Yeah.
And, you know, Riva boats are $1 million, so that leaves plenty of room for Hacker to build something that they can undercut and get into that market.
Right, absolutely.
But still, the extended second seat, so you can seat side by side.
Yeah.
And
nice.
Hackercraft put plenty of horsepower in their boats in this era too.
Okay.
But still, you know, still retains some of that 20s look or 1930s look.
Oh yeah.
In a modern design.
Classic look. Yeah. Now, here's the interesting one. 59 Ravio.
Ravo. Yes.
Yeah. Little racing boat.
Yep. So Ravos were kind of an interesting byproduct of Keycaker that built Mercury Marine.
Yes.
So they hired this fellow Ravo to build boats to highlight the Mercury engines in racing. Yep. And they were based out of Florida, and they weren't authorized by Mercury, but the Ravo did very well in the racing circles.
Oh.
And then I think this is a replica Revaux, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
One of the employees at Revaux
Maybe
is now rebuilding in the same style.
Okay, right.
So
right.
very interesting.
It's almost like a stepped bottom. I don't know. It's hard to tell from that picture.
But they were designed for racing. You know, A class, B class racing.
And what is this? Maybe a 30 or 40 horsepower motor on there?
I believe that's a 40. Yes. Mm-hmm. So, and center steering. You know, on a race course, you would be leaning left or leaning right, depending on which way you were turning.
Right.
But the Revaux was a neat little sport boat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a little classic there. What plywood?
No, planked. They were
planked.
They were actually planked. Yes.
Planked. Okay. All right. So would they have gone down the mahogany route like everyone else? Or?
Yeah. They would mahogany,
Not
and I'm not
cedar
sure
or
what the
something
deck,
like that.
but it could have been cedar decks.
Yeah.
Certainly, cedar is lightweight, so in racing circles, weight is everything.
Yeah.
So here we are again, looking down in, and you can see longitudinally planked boat. These are pretty nice. In the inside is varnished and sanded and cleaned up, just like the outside.
Mm-hmm. I imagine pretty light. You don't need a lot of power to make them go.
Yeah, no, they're good sport boat.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid, boy, we would have pined for one of these.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty neat looking little boat.
Yeah, nicely done. They're beautiful small boats. And then we have the Lyman. This is a traditional, what I call a traditional Lyman.
Mm-hmm.
Lap strake, all plywood now. So,
okay, right.
So the laps on the hull are all made out of plywood with steam bent frames.
Mm-hmm.
And typically it has the canvas cover, which is tipped back on this one, and the windshields that tip out. So on a hot day, you can put the cover over, you can open the window, and you get a beautiful breeze through your boat.
Yeah. These are built in Ohio, right?
Sandusky, Ohio, yeah. And they built a lot of Lymans.
Yeah.
It was very popular. Popular on salt water as well. Mm-hmm. And they're a lovely ride.
Yes.
They don't plane off like a speedboat, but they run through the water nicely. They're a good all-around boat.
Yeah.
But here again, you see, so plywood decks.
Yeah, and that would have been stained or whatever to get the appearance.
And then mahogany trim.
Mm-hmm.
The windshields would have been built out of mahogany.
Right.
So you had some varnish and you had some paint below.
Mm-hmm.
And a very typical steering and gauge cluster.
Helm position there, yeah.
Yeah, and you had a little cuddy cabin down below underneath the front deck.
More so for your life jackets and paddle and that sort of thing.
They did make a sleeper version with a little longer deck on it.
Right. Right, this is a big open boat here. Straight inboard, it looks like.
Yes, straight inboard. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sale, so.
Yeah, well, it looks to be in perfect shape.
Yeah, nice boat.
Now, Hackercraft, a 28-foot. This.
Again.
This is a triple.
Yeah, again a triple. This is a replica.
Mm-hmm.
And we spoke earlier that there's more replicas now than there were original Hackers.
Right.
But you know, there's a market on Lake Winnipesaukee, being a large lake.
Oh yeah.
And there's a market for, you know, nostalgia type boats.
Yes.
And both Garwood and Hackercraft have, you know, filled that niche and provided plenty of you know, runabouts, old style runabouts to the lake.
Right. High end, quality made.
Yep.
Nice length. So you get into a chop or something out there, the boat can handle it.
Yeah, these handle, you know, anything Winnipesaukee can throw at them.
Yeah.
One of the tricks with one of these is you need a pretty big boathouse to put it in.
Yeah.
So not everybody can have one.
I see.
But but if you have a boathouse that's 26 or 28 feet long,
it's a nice thing to put into it.
You've got the interest, then this is a great or a fun boat to have and put in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So.
And the triple configuration, I guess, was fairly popular at one time.
Yeah, it is. And this is what they call the extended cockpit as well. So this front seat walk-through and then side-by-side seats in the second seat.
Mm-hmm.
So that was something that the new Hackercraft company developed, and it was been very popular.
Yeah, yeah.
But
you can see all the way back there.
Yeah, and then you put the kids or your mother-in-law in the back.
All right, Chris Craft.
Yeah, this one threw me for a minute because Chris, I believe what this is a 24-foot Chris Craft that's been redecked and modified.
Okay.
So
yeah, it is a 24-foot.
yeah,
It was dated 1927.
Well,
show tag.
yeah, it came out. The 24-footer came out in 1928, so this may have been a very, very early one.
Somewhere in that range, yeah.
But they've made it into a aft cockpit speedster style, but
Yeah.
with more accommodation than
Yes.
a quote race boat.
Yes.
It's actually it's pretty handsome.
Yes, it is.
I like the deck, the way they built the deck. It climbs to the engine hatch, so the engine hatches are the higher point on the deck. And a very interesting, nicely proportioned windshield on it.
Yeah, and this is running a small block 350
Okay,
GM, which is
with
plenty of power. For
appropriate power
Yeah.
for what this boat is. But yeah, again, we talked earlier about people buying and modifying boats to suit their wishes or their desires. And
Right.
here's a good example of someone that's done that.
Yes. Yeah. And that woodwork is beautiful.
Yeah, it's it represents a lot of effort.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're moving to the engines up front there,
Yeah.
ahead of the.
Yeah,
Helm and-
engine forwards, and that
Yeah.
puts the driver further back in the boat, which
Yeah.
gives a smoother, softer ride for the occupants.
Right.
Okay. And then here we have another Coronado.
Yeah.
You can tell just how popular these boats are
Yes.
on Lake Winnipesaukee
Yes,
by
yes.
how many we've seen at the show this year.
There's a nice fit to them, to the water. Yeah.
Yeah, and they built the fiberglass Coronado for I think almost 20 years.
Really?
Yeah, starting in I think 66 or 67. But I know up until 1987 you could still buy this hull.
Oh. Yeah. It's very attractive.
Yeah, they're like
Classic.
We've said it before. It's a lovely boat, and it's a very good boat for Lake Winnipesaukee.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
And they went with basic colors, red, blue, green.
I think we've seen them all, and pretty
Yeah.
much they all have the white upholstery. So,
Yeah.
and that's again, there's a throwback a little bit. See, hey, here's the green deck, right?
Yes.
And a little different on this boat. The center front decks on most of these that we've seen has been vinyl upholstered.
Yes.
And here's one with wood accent in the center.
Okay.
A little different.
Right. Right.
But
There's the
still with
interior.
our
Boy.
wide upholstery, and the passenger seat in the front swivels.
Yeah.
Probably slides back and forth as
Right.
well.
Right.
But a very, very nice Century.
Very luxurious.
Yep. Yeah, I mean plush upholstery. I mean
Yeah.
these were noted for their plush upholstery.
Right. They certainly got that job done.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah,
a beauty.
Very cushy.
Yeah.
So anyway, another nice Coronado on Lake Winnipesaukee.
Yeah. That is a beauty.
Okay, what have we got here? Now this is an interesting piece because Steelcraft. I mean that's a steel hull, stamped steel hull. Now, in the Thousand Islands, there's a lot of these boats, but they're all open. They're all stamped steel, and they're not painted, and they're basically workboats.
Yeah, yeah.
They're the industrial workboats on the river.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, here's one that was made for private use, all dolled out, and with the top as well. Beautiful. I mean, I missed the show this year, but I sure wish I got there because I
Yeah.
would like to get in on this boat.
Yeah.
Wood
Yeah.
accents, I mean, tough hulls. You could bounce them off logs, and I mean, you're not worried about dry rot or any of that. And
Right.
a nice cabin.
That's the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah, this is one of my first. That's this appointed.
That type of condition. Yeah.
Yeah, most of them are just the open utility that are workboats. But it's a testament to Steelcraft that they actually did do some
That's interesting. It's got a big bow to it.
very big.
Yeah.
And it's more than likely there's V-berths down below there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, there's more than a V-berth down there. There's probably a galley,
Yeah.
icebox,
Yeah.
perhaps a head. That's quite a boat. I'm glad to see that at the show.
That is quite a boat. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very open cockpit.
Yeah.
Little view of the.
Yeah, you can see down
So
below
on
there.
there,
I mean, that's a Yeah, boarding handle, rear seat, and interesting, a step down.
Well, here we are, another Century, a 19-foot
Yeah,
59. This one is very different than some of the other ones here at the show today.
yeah. In 1959, Century did an experiment. And it's got what we call, in the business, we call it the carrier deck bow. It's very wide. The hull is the traditional hull, but the front of the deck overhangs the bow. It's sort of like a hammerhead shark in
Yes.
some ways.
Yes.
They only did it for 1 year. And to my thinking, the 19 was the most colorful of that year that they did that.
Okay.
But you know, it's a standard 19-foot hull. Got the top, folding top. If I look carefully, this has the extended top on it. Yes, it does. It has the extended top, and that, I mean, that shows what I call the hammerhead bow, or the,
Yes,
the
yes.
carrier deck bow.
Yes.
Fairly desirable boat in the 19. They didn't sell very many that year, and then they discontinued it because it was not that popular with the.
How about the 21? Did they ever make a 21?
In the Coronado, I'm not sure they made that bow treatment in the Coronado. I've never seen one.
Yeah. Yeah.
They may have,
So yeah.
but you see there it has the extended cover or roof. And so you can climb in and out of the driver's seat without crawling through underneath the top.
Yeah, that's a nice feature.
And let's see, a 68 21-foot Coronado. So this is just before all of the fiberglass.
Yes.
So, you know, envision that hull being made into a fiberglass, and it's basically the same boat. But this is the all-wood version
Yeah.
with the hardtop.
Yes. Which slides back and forth.
Yeah, and there's a section underneath that standing top that slides forward and will cover the driver and passenger in the front cockpit.
Oh, I see. Okay, so
Yeah.
this stays where it is, and then there's another piece you
There's
can't see
another
right
piece
now that slides
That's
out.
underneath that slides forward. And I'm looking at this boat. Usually in this era, the front deck and the rear deck were vinyl. So it had wooden covering boards from bow to stern, but vinyl decks. And I'm imagining that somebody has upgraded their boat to all wood decks.
Right. That's because that's definitely wood.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. That's a nice.
and a nice job.
enhancement.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's taking it back in time a little bit with
Right.
with the wood treatment on the decks.
Yeah, that's pretty. So this is the end of the era,
This
basically.
is the last of the wood boats from Century. Yes. Yeah. By 1968, they had transformed, and there was all fiberglass.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a classic boat right there.
Yeah. It's got all the stuff.
Yeah. All right, now we're gonna look here at a 16-foot Old Town from the early 60s.
Yep.
That
And
was
you know, this is a very, very
Maine? Did they make them in Maine?
up in Old Town, Maine. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a very typical lap strike construction. We saw an EM white earlier at the show, and this was Old Town's version of that. Windshields were a little taller on the Old Town, just
Big
to get
windshield, yeah.
headroom. Just to get headroom.
Okay.
I don't believe Old Town ever made this boat in an inboard, but the outboard was the, you know, order of the day in that era.
Right, and for a 16-footer, that was appropriate.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. 40 horse Johnson was the sort of the workhorse of the
Workhorse,
industry.
that's right.
And that would be on these
Yeah.
typically.
Yeah.
And after that, I'm not that familiar with all of the Old Town outboards, but you know, plywood decks, mahogany trim,
Okay.
windshields that tip out. So on a cold day, you could close yourself in. On a hot day, you put the top on, open the window, and it's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So very similar to a lineman of that
Yeah,
age. And
yeah. I mean, they were competing for the same market as linemen.
Yeah.
But
Very open boat. Very looks like it's got a lot of good utility to it. You can get around. You can go fishing. You can go swimming. You can go water skiing. You can do a lot of things with a layout like that.
yeah, you know, all steam bent, so round bilge.
Okay. Yeah, pretty comfortable riding boats.
Yeah,
as I remember.
yeah, nice boats.
Yeah.
Nice boats. We like to see them when they come to the show.
All right, and here's a correct craft.
Yeah. So Correct Craft went through the same things that Chris Craft and Century did. And this is one of their early fiberglass boats.
Oh yeah.
Frankly,
Around
it looks
mid
just...
'60s.
Yeah, frankly, it looks just like their plywood wooden boat that they built before.
Right.
Utilized the same hardware. They were able to do more things, so the front deck has a hump and a little bit more
Oh, yeah,
contour than
yes.
the plywood front deck would on
Right.
the wood one. We call them Atom skiers. This is probably not an Atom skier, but it's in the same vein.
Okay.
These tended to have either the small V8s
Oh,
or 6 cylinders. And
is that right?
I'm not sure which this is, but some of the smaller V8s were put in these boats, and they were great little ski boats.
Oh yeah, I bet.
mean,
Yeah.
So they were plenty powerful, plenty fast.
Yeah, that's the Tahoe model there.
So this is a Tahoe, okay.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, he's got his clock, and he's got 2 speedometers. I think that's 2 speedometers.
Yeah.
So
I think that was common back then, right?
for water skiing,
for
yeah.
water skiing,
For
yeah.
water skiing, you didn't just rely on one. You
Right.
had 2.
Yep. And there's the ski pylon right in the middle.
Yeah, which is where it should be, right in front of the engine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this would have been a fun little ski boat back in its day.
Yes.
Yeah, but 1966, early.
Yes. Yes. Now there were ski boats and drag boats.
Yeah,
here
and then
at the
there's
show
what I
today.
call California drag boats.
California drag.
Yeah, Hondo kind of pioneered this kind of thing.
Right. This is a Sanger here, I think.
Sanger, yes,
Yeah,
and Sanger was built on the West
19
Coast.
foot. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Oakland, California was Sanger's.
Okay.
Yeah, they call this a family ski boat, but to me that's not quite family, but it sure would be fun.
yeah.
And the other thing they did is in the West Coast, they had the water skiing race to Catalina Island.
Right.
And I'm sure that this kind of boat was developed for the water ski races to Catalina. And I think it's a 25-mile race or more.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds about right.
And so a boat that would go 80 or 100 miles an hour had a better
With
chance
someone
of winning.
skiing behind it.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want a water
No.
ski behind it.
I don't
But
think so either. That's a well-finished boat, isn't it?
yeah, so interesting. I'm not sure if that's a wood deck or made to look like a wood deck. I'm going to say it's a wood deck. Wooden deck.
All right.
And a fiberglass hull is likely.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, Sanger built all kinds of water ski boats and wakeboard boats. They're still in business.
Right.
But this was, one of their California specials.
Yeah, run the
But
big block, Chevy big block.
Yeah, supercharged big block with a V drive. I mean, it's a 100-mile-an-hour boat.
Yeah.
So,
That's a serious boat. You wanna?
yeah.
Yeah. So here we are with the
Oh.
Raviol.
Yeah, back to the Ravo, and here's the
This is
smaller
one.
Here's the smaller brother. Again, developed, in collaboration with Mercury
Yeah.
or Keycafer Motors, but they were built in Florida. And this is the small brother, so this would be AB class. Maybe the big one was C class racing, but they
Right.
were for racing.
Yes.
But race boats are popular today, or old race boats are popular today.
Are they?
So,
Yeah.
if you can find one, typically people snatch them up and redo them and make little sport speedsters that they or their kid or maybe their childhood memories.
Yes. Right.
Right,
Right.
so-
Right. Well, it shows you that you can get into this hobby without spending an arm and a leg necessarily.
It doesn't require a whole lot. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you can participate.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. I mean, you see how simple this boat is, and but somebody with some skills, and it wouldn't take a whole lot of energy or money, but someone with average skills could develop a small boat like this and certainly go out and have a lot of fun.
Have a lot of fun. Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's a little race.
yeah,
little
again,
race boat.
Mercury powered, which
Yeah.
was sort of the order of the day because Keycafer quietly sponsored them.
Well, Steve, good to see you again. I've had a great time here at the show today, looking at a lot of the different boats. Is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap up the show today?
Just encourage anyone to join us and attend our annual shows. Like I said, it's the third week of July every year. There's always plenty of great boats here, and you know, we're all about keeping these things in the water and making sure people get full enjoyment out of them. So
Right. And the club is deeply involved in this event. And if someone wanted to learn more about the club, the chapter, the New England chapter that you're the president of, how would they learn more?
our website is necacbs.org.
Okay.
You can also find us on Facebook at the New England chapter of the Antique and Classic Boat Society page there. You kind of follow us along there, and head over to the website if you're looking to become a member.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, thank you for joining me.
Yep, thank you.
And thank you, Smart Boating viewers. If you have comments or questions, please contact us at www.smartboatingus.com. Thank you.